you want a tip this Christmas, if you've got relatives coming over for Christmas dinner, the climate change alarmists that follow the prophecies of Greta, just a question you might be able to hit them with on Christmas Day to wake them up. Ask them, in what decade did Sydney have its hottest ever Christmas? Because you would think in the age of global warming, it would have had to have been one of the most recent decades. Well, if you look at the data from Weather Zone, which takes their data from the official measurements of the Australian Weather Bureau, the Bureau of Meteorology, Sydney's hottest ever hit Christmas Day was 156 years ago, back in 1868, with a temperature of 38.6 degrees. Now this Christmas Day, we're expecting 25, so the maximum temperature of Christmas Day, Sydney's hottest ever Christmas Day, was actually 13.6 degrees hotter than what it will be this year in the age of global warming. So here's a great illustration of Sydney, drawn in the year 1870, 2 years before we had our hottest ever Christmas. And you can see in the corner here, you can actually see the observatory is clearly marked, Sydney Observatory, where the temperatures were recorded back in those days. You can see there's no giant office towers reflecting the heat. There's no 12-lane expressway of concrete and the harbour bridge. There's not thousands and thousands of city air conditioners retaining all that heat, giving us an urban heat island effect. But despite all those things, in 157 years of Sydney's development, we haven't had a hotter Christmas Day than what we had back in the year 1868. So there's not a Sydney-sider alive today. There's not a single person alive in Australia today that's experienced the type of heat that we had back in our hottest ever Christmas. And you may argue that, Sydney's just an anomaly. Well, Australia's second largest city, Melbourne, their hottest ever Christmas Day was 117 years ago, back in the year 1907, where they had a temperature of 40.7 degrees. And that's 12.7 degrees hotter than what we're estimated to get this Christmas Day in Melbourne. Because we go across to Adelaide, the city of Adelaide, their hottest ever Christmas Day, well, that was in 1888, 136 years ago, where they had 42.1 degrees Celsius, which again is going to be more than 8 degrees warmer than what we expect this year. Moving up to Brisbane, Brisbane's hottest ever Christmas Day was in the year 1972. That's 52 years ago, where they had 39.2. Now it looks like that's going to be that record set 52 years ago is likely to be 11.2 degrees hotter than what we're going to have this year. And not to forgetting our capital down in Canberra, its hottest ever recorded Christmas Day was in 1957, where they had 37.7 degrees. And okay, that's only 5.7 degrees hotter than what we're expecting this year. So the idea that these alarmists and all these record climate extremes that we're meant to be having in recent years because of elevated CO2, our record for Christmas Day shows what a complete nonsense it is. So when you've got sitting down over the Christmas turkey or the Christmas ham, throw those questions out to the climate alarmists in your family and just see how many of them get the years right.